Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
Every year, thousands of short stories roll out from a multitude of typewriters and march across the pages of our magazines and books toward well-deserved oblivion. Few are memorable. Fewer still are classics. They pass the time and are forgotten even before the paper in which they are written is reduced to blackened ash. But occasionally a story is written that is a true classic, an unforgettable tale. Listen to such a one now, as Victor Jory stars in Ambrose Bierce's weird and wonderful story of the Civil War, An Occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge, a tale well calculated to keep you in
Suspense. A man stood upon a railroad bridge in northern Alabama, looking down through the ties at the swift water 20 feet below. The man's hands were behind his back, the wrists bound with a cord. A rope closely encircled his neck. It was attached to a stout cross timber above his head, and the slack fell to the level of his knees. He watched a piece of dancing driftwood racing down the current beneath his feet. He thought,
if I could free my hands, I might throw off this noose and dive into the creek. If I swam underwater, I would be safe from their bullets. If my wind held out, I could make the southern bank, take to the woods, and get away home.
Peyton Farquhar, Alabama planter, stood at the end of a plank. A captain of the Union Army and a sergeant stood at the other end. When they stepped aside, the plank would tip upward, and Peyton Farquhar, Confederate spy, would slip between the ties to hang until dead above the muddy water of Owl Creek. Even in this far outpost of Sherman's march to the sea, the formalities of death are observed by men most familiar with him. The captain's company is drawn stiffly at attention along the tracks on the northern side of the bridge. The lieutenant stands stiffly on the bank of the stream, the point of his bared saber scraping the gravel of the roadbed. Peyton Farquhar is being ushered into the Confederate beyond with every Union amenity. The captain steps aside. Now, only the weight of the bulky sergeant counterbalances Peyton Farquhar at the end of his thin board.
They say this is the moment when all the past events of your life tumble into your memory. But how could anyone know? Who has come back from the dead to tell us what dying is like? I don't recall any childhood memories. The past doesn't engulf me in this naked moment. I'm only aware of what is here now. Those damn Yankees lined up on the bank. The captain's tired eyes. That turkey buzzard circling up there waiting for me. And that noise. That beating, driving sound like a distant engine. A pump. The roll of thunder on a summer evening coming closer. Getting louder. Choking me. It's your heart, of course, that you hear, stepping up its cadence, pounding under the forced draft of fear. Now you can see nothing, remember nothing, sense nothing but the strangling, suffocating beat of your own heart, throbbing its final protest. You stand there, erect.
The work is nearly at an end now. The captain draws his sword, flourishes it to a carry, sings out a command.
Company! Ready! Rest!
The men on the bank smartly spread their legs, thrust hands forward over their rifle barrels. The sergeant on the end of the plank takes one step to the left. The plank tips forward, and Peyton Farquhar drops between the timbers of Owl Creek Bridge.
It takes longer to tell it. As you drop downward, you lose consciousness. You are as one already dead. Then you awaken sharply in pain to feel, not to think, just to feel the cutting pressure on your throat, the agonies of pulsating fire shooting from your neck downward, to feel the fullness, the congestion, the head bursting with suffocation. Distantly, beyond, outside of yourself, you hear a splash. Remotely, you sense cool, wet, green darkness. The rope has broken. You have fallen into the stream. Now thinking returns, slowly. You know for the moment you are safe from drowning because the rope around your neck tightly keeps the water from your lungs. Then I shall die of hanging at the bottom of a river, and that's absurd. If I can get my hands free... Gotta get my hands free. Come, Peyton, they can't lick you. Try again. Once more. Good boy, the rope's given. Again. Try once more. That does it, my boy. Now, the rope around your neck. You must breathe when you come to the surface. You must breathe quickly. For if they haven't hanged you and they fail to drown you, can't let them shoot you. Loosen the rope around your neck. You must get it loose. Now.
There he is! Down there! At the bend! Come in! Aim, ready! Aim!
You dive deeply, but above the ringing in your ears, you hear the volley of the rifles. And as you rise toward the surface, you meet shining bits of metal, singularly flattened, the distorted and spent bullets oscillating slowly downward past you. One catches in your collar, and it feels uncomfortably warm. You snatch it out, and this gray piece of Yankee lead reminds you of the gray uniform of the soldier who was responsible for your being here. You recall that it was only night before last when the soldier had ridden up to the driveway as you and your wife sat under the magnolia trees in the cool twilight.
Evening, sir.
Good evening, Corporal.
I wonder if I might trouble you for a glass of water, sir?
Well, of course,
Don't disturb yourself, Peyton. I'll go fetch it.
Well, you're most kind, ma'am. If you'd just indicate the well.
Oh, nonsense. You just sit a spell with my husband. You look as if you could do with some rest.
Yes, ma'am. Reckon I could.
I'll be back in a jiffy.
Thank you, ma'am.
Whose command are you with, Corporal?
Colonel Tolliver, sir. 13th North Carolina.
We gets a little news down here. How are things going at the front?
Oh, not good, sir. The damn Yankees are getting ready for another advance. They're repairing the railroad. Got it in shape, almost to Owl Creek Bridge. And they got an outpost there. Once they can run trains beyond the bridge, there's nothing to stop them between here and Atlanta.
Then why hasn't the bridge been destroyed?
The military couldn't get near it, sir. A civilian might.
Owl Creek Bridge. That's not far from here, is it?
Less than 20 miles.
You say they have an outpost there? On which side?
T'other side. Nothing on this side but a couple of pickets half-mile out on the railroad. And a single sentinel at this end of the bridge.
And that bridge is important.
Sure is.
What if it were destroyed?
Hold up the Yankees for several weeks.
Well, suppose a man, a civilian like myself, should elude the picket post and get the better of the sentinel. What could he accomplish?
Well, I was there a week ago, just before we had to pull out. There's a heap of driftwood come down in last winter's flood, caught on the trestle at this end. Looked mighty dry and tindery to me.
I see.
A fella with enough gumption might get through and set fire to it. Ought to burn like tow.
Yes, it should.
Course, a fella'd have to have plenty of gumption. The Union commanders promised to hang any civilian caught fooling around the railroad.
Here's your water, Corporal.
Oh, I thank you kindly, ma'am.
Right out of the spring house.
Ah, that's cool and nice.
And here's a packet of cornbread. I thought you might be hungry.
Mighty grateful, ma'am. It's ladies like you that keeps the South together and fighting these days.
Oh, what a pretty compliment.
Well, reckon I better hit the leather. I got a lot of riding ahead of me tonight.
Good luck to you, Corporal, and thank you for the information.
You'd be taking a chance, sir, but you couldn't do a greater service for your country.
Now, remember that, Corporal.
Bye, ma'am.
Goodbye, Corporal.
Bye, sir. Many thanks.
Goodbye.
Peyton, what was he talking about?
What, my dear?
With a corporal. What do you mean by service to your country and taking a chance?
Oh, nothing.
Peyton, tell me.
It was nothing, really, my dear.
Peyton Farquhar, if you're fixing to take any chances for our country, I want to know about it. Now, you just speak your piece.
There's nothing to say except in I should be going away for a day or two on a little trip.
Is it dangerous, Peyton?
Not very.
You'll be back.
Yes, my dear, I promise you. I'll be back. You break the surface of Owl Creek for a second time. Now you are much further downstream, further away from the Union soldiers on the bridge, reloading their guns, the ramrods flashing in the morning sun. That captain won't make the same mistake again. He'll order them to fire at will, and heaven help me, I can't dodge them all. Another, more terrible sound. Cannon. They've trained cannon on you. And close. Next time they use a charge of grape. Rifles and grape covering the water from bank to bank. I'm done for then. Then something seems to grab you and you're whirled round and round, spinning like a waterlogged top. You're caught in a vortex, a whirlpool. The water, the banks, the distant bridge, the soldiers become indistinct blurs. And again you're helpless. You feel dizzy and sick to your stomach. Just as you felt last night when you crept up the bank towards the lone sentinel at the south end of the bridge and discovered the sentinel was not alone.
There he is, boys. Grab him. Go me. Got him, Sergeant.
Well, Mr. Peyton Farquhar, we've been expecting you.
How'd you know my...
We got ways.
Look here, I'm a civilian. I was...
Save your breath. And thank your maker we didn't shoot you in the back. We don't do things like that up north. You'll get a trial, everything fair and square. Bring him along, men.
The whirlpool spins faster and faster. A sharp piece of driftwood tears at your coat. The churning brown water chokes you. You know there is nothing you can do as you had known it last night when they shoved you into a tent near the bridge to face the infantry captain with the tired eyes.
Here he is, sir, right on schedule.
Good work, Sergeant. Is this the man, Lieutenant?
That's him.
Why, you're the corporal who stopped at my plantation last night.
That is right, Mr. Farquhar. But not of the 13th North Carolina Volunteers.
Mr. Farquhar, this is Lieutenant Saltonstall, intelligence officer, 5th Massachusetts Regulars.
You trapped me. You deliberately led me into a trap. I'm a civilian, a planter.
And also a Southern patriot, caught in the act of sabotage.
You can't prove it.
We don't have to.
This is the most despicable, the most... It proves once more that honor is a stranger in the North.
Oh, please, I'm too tired to listen to a recital of the code of a Southern gentleman, Mr. Farquhar. I'm afraid the distinction between your ethics and my lack of them would escape me this evening.
But why have you done this? Why have you deliberately trapped me?
It's so much easier to eliminate civilian resistance by luring it into the open. You fell for the bait. Too bad.
Now, look here. It is my constitutional right.
Which Constitution? The Constitution of the United States of America or Jeff Davis's?
You insult me, Yankee.
Remember your manners, sir.
I demand a trial.
You've just had it. Post a guard over him, Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
We'll hang him in the morning.
In just a moment, we continue with Suspense.
In mid-December, we're planning to present a program of the big news of 1956. This year, though, we want you to help choose which news events our ace reporters will recreate for you. We want your opinion on what you consider to be the top 10 news stories of the year. Start thinking back. On the international scene, there were conflicts in the Middle East, Poland, and Hungary, as well as the controversy over Secretary of State Dulles' statement that we were at the brink of war. Here at home, President Eisenhower won a decisive victory at the polls, but lost Congress to the Democrats. Pick your top 10. Then send your choices to The Big News in care of CBS News, 485 Madison Avenue, New York 22. That's The Big News in care of CBS News, 485 Madison Avenue, New York 22.
And now, we continue with Victor Jory in An Occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Something tears at your face, scratching, and you realize the whirling has stopped. You open your eyes. You're lying on the southern bank of a stream, out of sight of your enemies, safe. The gravel which has scratched your cheek now seems soft as new-picked cotton. The forest around you is a garden of luscious beauty reeking with heavy perfume of freedom. Even the whiz and rattle of the final charge of grapes screaming through the treetops seems a benediction from the baffled cannoneer. You leap to your feet and run into the woods south towards home. Your neck is swollen and throbbing with pain. You carry it cocked toward your left shoulder as you push through the matted brush. All morning, you tear your way through the undergrowth. Your jacket is in tatters, your face crisscrossed with bloody scratches from the brambles. Every few moments you stop to listen for the sound of dogs. But all you hear is the sleepy buzz of the forest. And the blood throbbing through your heated brain brings another thought, which is an insult. No dogs. You are not even important enough to the damn Yankees for dogs. It is nearly noon now, and for half an hour you've been plunging through a swamp waist deep in green ooze. Your neck hurts constantly, your head throbs, and your tongue is thick. It tastes like brown linsey woolsey. Gnats swarm before your eyes, catch in your eyelids. Mosquitoes buzz in your ears, drill deep in your hands and swollen neck. You can't go on any longer. You slow down. You stop. You reach towards a palmetto root for support, and it slithers from your grasp and slides softly into the water. Water moccasin. Fear finds you at last. Terror, which stood aloof when you fled the executioner's bullets, now embraces you with a clammy unction. A water moccasin, the deadly cottonmouth. Now each branch and root seems to writhe under your glance. The swamp is undulating with certain death. You plunge on through the dark, stinking ooze, on and on, tripping, stumbling, never stopping. For terror rides your back, flogging you with the whiplash of fear.
Jethro gonna have Mas Farquhar fit as a fiddle in jig time. Now you just drink this here yarb tea, Mas Farquhar.
Thank you. Thank you. Jethro.
Yaza, Mas Farquhar.
What are you doing here?
Well, I lives here.
You live... Where am I? What happened?
Well, I was a-poling my dugout and coming home through the swamp with a mess of catfish. I seed you laying out here on the bank in front of my cabin.
Jethro, I thought you were dead.
Who, me? Dead?
Of course you thought Jethro dead. You knew he had consumption when you sold him. You knew he couldn't last long and he wasn't earning his keep. His wife and daughter carried on some at first, but after a while they calmed down, and the last you'd heard, Jethro was dead.
You thought I was dead, Mas Farquhar? Sir, you don't mean to tell me you don't know what done happened to me? I'm free. I'm free at last.
The news travels fast. Even in the middle of this backwoods swamp, this lonely black man has heard of Abe Lincoln's traitorous Emancipation Proclamation.
Yes, sir, I'm free. And I expect pretty soon my woman and my little girl gonna come along and join me. How is they, Mas Farquhar? Is they well?
Yes, indeed. They're both fine. Your daughter's grown into a young beauty. Mrs. Farquhar's brought her into the kitchen, began to train her for the house.
Well. Now, what you think of that? And my woman? She still sang pretty?
Yes, Jethro. Sunday's a meeting time. We can hear all the way up to the big house.
That woman's voice. It's prettier than angels.
Jethro, I don't know how to say this, but I was really sorry about having to sell you. But there wasn't anything else.
I understand, Mas Farquhar. Don't you pay it no mind. I done forgive you a long time ago.
You have?
Well, sure. Don't the Lord tell us to forgive those who trespasses against us? And don't the Lord promise us we shall be free? Don't you worry none about it, Mas Farquhar. Here now, quiet there, Spot. Quiet, sugar. They must have heard a razorback in the brush. No, it ain't no hog. Look, Mas Farquhar, there's a horse coming down the back road. Why, it's a soldier. It's one of our soldiers. Corporal, looks like.
Jethro, you've got to hide me.
How come I got to hide you, Mas Farquhar?
Don't ask so many questions, you insolent black...
Mas Farquhar, forget. I was free now.
Well, then, as an old friend of mine, please don't ask any questions. Just hide me. And don't tell that soldier anything.
Sure, I reckon I can do that for an old friend. Here, you get down under this bed here, and I'll put the covers over the side. Yeah. There he is. Snug as a tick in a rabbit's ear.
Remember, don't tell him anything. Have you come this far just to be turned in by a wool-gathering black who talks crazy? If Jethro knew this gray-clad corporal was really a Union lieutenant, he'd guarantee his freedom by turning you in. Even so, he bears you a big enough grudge to turn you in anyway. Unless, of course, he's planning to dispose of you himself. Yes, that's it. That's why he talks so silly about the Lord and forgiveness. He's going to do you in himself.
Norton? Never heard of him.
Well, if you run into him, don't tell him I was looking for him.
Yes, sir. I'll remember not telling.
Just keep minding your own business, Uncle. You'll live longer.
Yes, sir.
Get up!
I sure will. You can come on out now, Mas Farquhar. Lord, I declare I don't understand none of this. You says not to tell him you's here. He says not to tell you he been here. What's this here all about, Mas Farquhar?
It's nothing, Jethro, nothing. I owe this man some money. I'm not ready to pay it yet.
Oh, I see. Well, I wouldn't know about that. Money's something never bothered me like it bothers some.
What?
Me and money's always been strangers.
What's he mean by that? Money never bothered me like it's bothered some. What's he picking up that knife? Jethro, what are you going to do with that knife?
Oh, I was just fixing to slit up some of them catfish I got in the dugout. Looked like you could do with a little food, Mas Farquhar.
Oh, no, thank you, Jethro. I really got to be on my way. I want to get home by sundown if I can.
Sure wouldn't be no bother to cut up a couple of cats.
No, thank you, old friend. If you just tell me which way I should go to get home.
Well, I don't rightly know, Mas Farquhar. I reckon from the way the sun's reclining, it'd be down the road that-a-way, quite a fur piece down.
Yes, that should be about right.
I've never been back, you know. Never tried to go back since I've been free.
Yes, I know.
Reckon it won't be long till my woman and my little one comes here to me.
Of course.
If you get back, Mas Farquhar, if you sees them, you tell them I'm here waiting for them,
I'll
you hear?
do that, Jethro. I'll do that. You get away from there fast. The shells of the black road crunching under your muddy boots. That grinning savage standing in the doorway of the shack, the knife in his hands. And each moment until the road bends and cuts off the cabin from your view, your fury will come after you, the knife poised to plunge in your back, to pay you for the thrust you gave him when you sent him away to die. But he's still standing, grinning foolishly and waving as you turn the bend. Now you feel safe. But only for a moment. Then you hear a sound, the sound of a horse. The corporal in gray from the Massachusetts 5th Regulars. He's coming back down the road, searching for you, hounding you, coming to take you back to Owl Creek Bridge, back to the rope that won't break under your weight. You walk faster and faster, and always the sound is there, growing louder and louder, and you run as fast as you can down the shell road which stretches clear to the horizon between the green walls of scrubby pine. How long have you been running down this endless road? It's dark now. Is it night? Or has the blood trapped in your head by that suffocating rope at last burst into your congested eyeballs and blinded you? Will it next pour from your swollen and bruised neck into your brain, stopping all sensation, instantly bringing to a welcome end this day of agony and flight? Ridiculous fantasies of fatigue and fear. You can see. The darkness is the black of a sudden summer storm. That lightning flash clearly shows the white road ahead and the black silhouettes of trees along the sides. And since you are sure you can see, the other senses return. You hear the rumble of the thunder. You feel that insupportable ache of your straining lungs, the leaden weight of your tired feet, and now the patter of rain. First washing the stinging sweat from your scratched and bitten face, now pounding harder, flowing down across your hatless head, matting your hair, slowing down your headlong gait to a dog trot. Another flash of lightning directly overhead. For an instant, you see the soldiers of Owl Creek Bridge standing at the side of the road, rifles leveled, their eyes boring down the sights, aiming at your heart. Again, you're running, and the rain has turned to hail. Pellets as big as hominy grits beat down on you, pound your swollen, bruised neck, hammer at your countless cuts. Again, the lightning, and on the other side of the road, the gray-clad corporal sits astride his horse, waiting for you. No, No! You can't get me now! No! This bolt of lightning strikes a tree ahead of you, and in the white blinding light stands Jethro, black and grinning, knife raised in the air.
No, Jethro! Forgive me! Forgive me!
He's gone. And now you see dangling from each tree along the road a noose swinging in the wind. Wherever you turn, wherever you look, a noose waiting for you. A noose which wiggles like a water moccasin. And now you are standing on the green lawn of your plantation before the high-columned entrance. The storm is over. The clouds are black and menacing all around the horizon, but through a break overhead, glorious sunlight streams down, bathing your garden and your house in heavenly light. You are home. And now you hear a rustle of crinoline, and down from the wide portico steps your beloved wife. She walks across the lawn, her arms outstretched.
Peyton, my dear, you're back, just as you promised you'd be.
For this moment you have endured the agonies of this day. And were those agonies multiplied 1,000 times, there would be a small price for the benison of this breast, the sanctuary of these arms, the security of these lips. You step forward to fold your wife in your embrace.
The rope, stretched tight, sang like a bowstring. Peyton Farquhar was dead. His body with a broken neck swung gently from side to side beneath the timbers of Owl Creek Bridge.
Suspense, in which Victor Jory starred in An Occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge, adapted by William N. Robeson from the classic story of Ambrose Bierce. Listen. Listen again next week when we return with Howard Duff in Eyewitness, a brutal tale of prison mutiny, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense. Supporting Mr. Jory in Occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge were Larry Thor, Lou Merrill, Jack Crucian, Chet Stratton, Julie Bennett, and Roy Glenn. Sound patterns by Tom Hanley and Bill James. The orchestra was under the direction of Wilbur Hatch.
There always seems to be a certain number of people who would rather use all their cunning to figure out a way to steal the Mona Lisa than do one lick of honest work. These characters call for even more wit and cunning on the part of the police and federal agents if their schemes are to be foiled. A CBS radio show that brings you a fascinating picture of this thrilling counterplay is that perennial favorite, The FBI in Peace and War, heard every Sunday over most of these same stations. Enjoy another exciting drama of wit outmatching wit on The FBI in Peace and War a little later in the day today. Stay tuned for 5 minutes of CBS News to be followed over most of these same stations by Indictment.
Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
A man's got to have a good reason to renounce his native land forever.
A reason to say, like death. Or worse, life under tyranny. For this reason, thousands of men and women and children who loved freedom more than fatherland have made their way across the frontier to the west in the past 2 months. Of the more than 20,000 who have arrived in the United States, only 8 have been sent back. This might have been the story of one of these. Listen, then, to Freedom This Way, starring Mr. Hans Conried.
Figyelem kérem, ha kinéznek a jobb oldali ablakon, a
Look out the right side of the plane, the stewardess is saying. You will see the lights of New York. And you do. But you cannot see them very clearly because your eyes are filled with tears.
Look down there on the water.
Yes, it is the Statue of Liberty.
The Statue of Liberty. Oh, Mama, is that maybe heaven down there? Yes. Yes, my dear, maybe it is. Mi most a McGuire repülőtérre vagyunk, New Jersey-ben.
No, she's telling you you are landing at the McGuire Air Force Base in New Jersey, in America. Stay in your seat, she says, until your name is called. And that is all right. You can wait a little longer now that you are safe. You can sit and wait and listen to the band outside, welcoming you with the music that reminds you of home.
Hello, Harcourt.
You don't hear the officer the first time. You lean back in that seat, wrapped in the warm mantle of security.
Hello, Harcourt.
Oh, yes, sir.
Are you Bella Harcourt?
Yes, sir.
Come with me.
Alone. Oh, but sir,
You understand English, don't you?
Yes, sir.
I said come with me. Alone. Sit down.
Thank you very much, sir.
Before you left Vienna, you filled out certain forms, did you not?
Yes, sir.
And signed them?
Yes, sir.
Is this one of the forms you filled out?
Yes.
And this is your signature? Bella Harcourt?
Yes, sir.
But it's not your name. Is it? Is it?
No.
Your real name is Bartok, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Gazer Bartok.
Do you know that the penalty for giving false information to the United States immigration authorities is immediate deportation to the country of your origin?
No, sir. No, I can't go back.
You should have thought of that when you falsified your entry papers.
But I couldn't help it, sir. I had to.
Why did you have to?
Will you believe me if I tell you, sir?
I'll try to. You people are welcome here, or we wouldn't have brought you here, but you've got to play the game according to the rules.
I know, sir. It was wrong of me, I suppose, but there was nothing else I could do. It's difficult to explain. How shall I put it? We were free, you see. For 5 days, we were free. I was one of the ones who took over Radio Budapest on 23rd October. We renamed it Radio Free Budapest, and we broadcast truth instead of lies, but not for long. 2 days after the Russians returned, while the Hungarian freedom fighters were selling each street corner with their lives, I made the last throw.
Ez a Budapest Szabadság Rádió. The Red Army says, are advancing rapidly now. We haven't got enough guns or enough ammunition. But we will hold out to the last drop of blood. Isten valaket! Goodbye, friends. God save us all. The Russians are fleeing.
The studio took a direct shell hit, and that was the end of Radio Free Budapest. Those of us who were not killed were herded into Koporosi House, headquarters and prison of the dreaded and hated AVH. the security police. When my eyes became accustomed to the gloom of the cell, I discovered that I was not alone. Another man was lying motionless on the bunk opposite mine. He was not sleeping. His eyes were open, but he did not seem to see me. He seemed to look straight through me. I smiled, but his face remained motionless. Augustin. Hello. Hello, I'm talking to you. Don't you hear me? What's the matter with you? Answer me. Answer me. At first I thought he remained silent because he feared I was informer. And then, as the long night dragged by and the dirty gray light through the grilled window announced another day, I became convinced that it was he who worked for them. I was now convinced he was part of the psychological breakdown. He was the first modest step in a process that would end with my voluntary confession to a dozen crimes that I had never committed, implicating 100 persons I scarcely knew. And he sat there and stared through that long day and the next. And then, sometime during the night, the guards came.
Jerry Verm, follow me.
Who? Me?
Not you, the other one. We are not ready for you yet, but we will be. You. Vida, come.
Oh, why don't you stop this comedy? You know this man is one of you, a secret police.
We do not shoot our own, and him we are going to shoot.
It is true, my friend. You can talk. Of course. And here, too. At first, I thought you were an informer. Me? No, I thought... Now I know. So I wish you better luck than I had. His eyes were dry. His chin was firm, and he shook my hand. And then he turned and walked through the door. After the barred door had clanked shut and was doubly locked, and the footfalls had died away in the corridor, I unclenched my right fist. When he had shaken my hand, the condemned man had pressed into my palm a pitifully small steel file. I whirled around to the window. Yes, the center bars had been filed, almost through. It must have taken weeks of the utmost patience, a labor that my presence had interrupted, a project now devolving upon me. I failed to work with a will, but it was work, tedious work. The fingers aching as they sought to grip the tiny file, the arms bone-weary from the short, small strokes, but work that went ahead, all through the rest of that night and the next, until all was in readiness. I pried the bars apart and started out the window and got stuck halfway through. I struggled and turned, tearing my clothes, tearing my flesh, and finally breaking loose from the iron vise, I lost my balance and tumbled into the yard below, full in the blinding circles of the prison searchlight.
Here. Drink this slowly.
Thank you. As I drank the chalky fluid, my eyes slowly came into focus and my ears into tune. I was in a bed in a hospital ward. My heart leaped and then sank, for the sun which streamed through the windows fell upon the floor in the pattern of bars. I turned to the young nurse standing over me, impersonal, impervious. My eyes must have expressed the question. She replied impassively.
You did not get far. You are still in Koporoshi House.
I was not lucky enough to be shot.
You will be when you have recovered.
Why? Why did they not...
You must be quiet. The doctor will be here in a minute.
She nodded toward the door, and as I looked in that direction, the doctor entered. My heart stopped for an instant, and then raised. It was Secretary Damo. I knew him. He was one of us. Or had been back in 1944, in the days when the underground was pushing the Nazis out of Budapest.
This is the new patient, doctor. Attempted escape.
Oh, yes. I was told about this one.
Doctor.
One of the freedom fighters, eh? Seems you have lost your freedom, and there's no fight left in you. Hey, my little man?
Doctor, aren't you Secretary Damo? Don't you remember me, Boto Chiesa? Don't you remember how we held the Margate Siget against the Nazis in 44 when we were both students?
Obviously delirious, nurse. Increases sedation.
Secretary Damon, what are you doing here in Koprosche House? Have you forgotten the words of Pötefis Shandor? How our father shouted them in 1919, how we shouted them in 44, how those kids shouted them last week. Magyars, rise! Your country calls you. Meat is our, whate'er befalls you.
Yes, obviously delirious. Better move him to a private room where he can't disturb the others.
Yes, doctor.
Now, the next case.
It was not long before I learned why the renegade Dr. Fökete had moved me to a private room. Late that evening, when the hospital was most quiet, he paid me a visit.
Well, how's the little freedom fighter tonight?
I don't need your care nor your insults, Dr. Turncoat Fökete.
It was quite a show you put on in the walk this afternoon, Geza Bartok, but scarcely the time nor the place.
No, you did remember me then, huh?
Keep your voice down. You didn't expect me to recognize you in that crowded ward, did you?
No, of course not. It was foolish of me, but to find you working for them.
I know.
No, why, Dr. Fökete, why?
Are you married, Geza?
No, a revolutionary cannot afford the luxury of family life.
And a family man cannot afford the luxury of revolution.
Oh, you excuse yourself with sentimental rubbish.
You will think differently when you become a husband and a father.
Which is as likely as my ever escaping from Koprosche House.
Others have.
How?
With my assistance.
Oh, doctor, forgive me. I did not realize.
There are more ways of serving than shouting patriotic verses at the top of your lungs.
Yes, of course there are.
Now, first of all, we must make you ill.
Make me ill? Listen, I feel bad enough as it is.
Yes, but your sprains and contusions aren't enough to keep you in the hospital more than a few days. And we may need more time than that.
For what? How will you get me out?
I haven't the slightest idea at the moment. In matters of this sort, we improvise as we go along.
Dr. Fökete was true to his word. The following morning, the nurse Anna gave me an injection. And by that afternoon, I was sicker than I ever remembered. Time stopped. Days and nights ran together in nauseous delirium, marked only by the periodic hypodermic injections. At last came the day when the injection did not throw me into wretched convulsions. Instead, my head seemed to be clearer. I was dimly aware of being wheeled along the corridor by Nurse Anna. And then I found myself in a small operating room. Dr. Fökete was there, and the nurse, and a still form on the operating table. A form with a sheet drawn over its head. And vaguely I heard Dr. Fökete say,
"Make out the death certificate this way, nurse. Name, Bartok Geza. Cause of death, internal injuries sustained while attempting escape."
Doctor.
Yes, Geza? Just like quietly, since you're now quite dead. You can fill in the rest of it down at the morgue.
There is no more room in the morgue, doctor. They are stacking the bodies in the courtyard now.
Good. In that case, they may even mislay the corpse of Geza Bartok.
But if that's Geza Bartok lying there and he's dead, who am I?
You are now Bela Hayos, and you have a great deal to learn while you're convalescing from your emergency appendectomy.
It seemed too good to be true. There must be a flaw somewhere. I worried about it. I wondered about it as the nurse wheeled me back to a new room, to Bela Hayosh's room. When the doctor came by that night, my head was buzzing with a dozen unanswered questions. But, doctor, if I couldn't hope to get out of Koproshi House, how can you be so sure that Bela Hayosh will be released?
Bela Hayosh was picked up along with 100 other suspects 2 days before the rebellion began. The security police could prove nothing against him.
Then why wasn't he free when we took over the city?
He was in the prison hospital with acute appendicitis, too sick to be moved. He was still there when the Russians returned. Certain proof that he had nothing to do with the rebellion. He will be released as soon as your appendectomy is healed.
You are sure?
I guarantee it. Now take this and learn it tonight.
What is it?
The facts about Bela Hayosh. The answers to the questions you will be asked before they release you. You must be able to answer everything on this page instantly. A single slip will mean death for you. And for me, too.
Why are you doing this, doctor?
Call it patriotism or a guilty conscience. In any case, it's the least I can do for men like you.
I spent the rest of the night reading and rereading about the man I had become, concentrating fiercely to absorb every tiny detail. Then, a few moments before the nurse arrived on her morning round, I followed the doctor's orders, tore the piece of paper into 100 pieces, and swallowed them. And that night, Dr. Fekete began rehearsing me.
Name?
Hayosh Bela.
Date of birth?
7 July 1920.
Place of birth?
Modirova.
Military service?
Under Lieutenant 14th Hussars, wounded twice, awarded grand. Over and over again, hour after hour, night after night.
Mother's name?
Zita Radna.
Father's name?
Janos.
Very good, Bela Hayosh. I would say you're ready to be released from the hospital.
At last. But what about my identity paper?
Your personal effects were taken from you when you were arrested. Your passport will be returned to you when you are released.
Passport? It will have Hayosh's picture in it.
And so it has. Your picture.
But how
do you think we are not thorough? At least as thorough as the security police?
Yes, but how could you make?
Geza Bartok was photographed when he was arrested, was he not?
Yes.
The photograph of Geza Bartok is now affixed to Bela Hayosh's passport.
I don't see how you could manage.
To survive, a slave sometimes has to excel the master at his own game. Be prepared to leave the hospital in the morning.
When I appeared next morning before the interrogating officer, all hope left me. He was not of the Hungarian security police. He was a Russian, a captain in the Soviet intelligence service. Apparently, the Russians were taking no chances on another slip-up in this satellite. On the desk before him was spread the dossier of Bela Hayosh. And the play for which Dr. Fekete had so well rehearsed me began.
Name?
Hayosh Bela.
Born when?
7 July 1920.
Where?
Modirova.
Mother's name?
Zita Radna.
Father's name?
On and on, question after question and answer after right answer. Finally, the captain seemed satisfied and tore open a brown manila envelope, dumping its contents on the desk before me. A few coins, a wallet.
Wait. What is this? A passport?
Yes, sir.
Where are your other papers? Identity card, ration card?
They came for me in the middle of the night. I did not have time.
No time? No time to find anything but a passport? Because a passport is what you need to get over the border. Why did you want to leave the country?
I didn't want to leave the country.
You need a passport to cross the Danube from Buda to Pest?
No, but the passport has always been sufficient.
You wanted to leave the country? Why?
But I didn't.
You lie. All Hungarians are liars.
back the compulsion to spit into the face of this swinish Slav. And then he pushed the passport and the wallet toward me, indicating that having insulted me, the interview was over. As I picked up the wallet, something fell out of it and fluttered to the desk. A picture of a woman who was a complete stranger to me. Before I could retrieve it, the captain snatched it up.
Whose picture is it?
My wife.
You do not seem sure.
Of course I'm sure it's my wife.
Name?
Margaret.
Age?
25.
You love her?
Yeah.
She loves you?
Of course.
Then why is she not here to take you home?
She didn't know I was being released today.
Why didn't you inform her?
Do you think anyone from here would have taken her the message?
Her? Yes, I would have. Not bad. Not bad at all. Undoubtedly one of the heroic women of Budapest. Those great patriots who brave our tanks with bared breasts to lay wreaths upon their heroes' graves. Why isn't she here to meet you?
I wanted to surprise her.
It is a scene I must witness. The surprise of your hero wife. You do not mind if I accompany you home?
No. No, of course not. I knew the game was up, but I was determined to play it through to the last move. I sat beside this distrustful sadist in the back of the staff car, and as we picked our way through the rubble of Budapest, I thought time had turned back 12 years to the war. Lime-covered bodies still lay decomposing in the streets. Smashed and burned tanks blocked the intersection. In a hole blown from the third floor of an apartment house, a bathtub teetered ridiculously. There was no traffic. Budapest seemed uninhabited. For that day, all Hungary had gone on a general strike of protest. At last, our silent journey ended at 19 Molnarhyd, my home. I mean, Bela Hoyos' home.
What are you waiting for?
I'm afraid.
Of what?
My wife, when she sees you in that uniform, I'm afraid she will be frightened.
A Hungarian woman frightened? I thought nothing frightened a Hungarian woman. Get out.
Please, let me go in alone.
Yet,
just for time to explain.
Yet, no explaining. I will explain.
Ivanov? Who is there?
Én vagyok. It's I, Bela.
Bela?
Edison, darling. Oh. I'm back home. Back home. You didn't expect me, I know. Oh, darling, it's so good to hold you in my arms again. Oh, I'm so happy.
She does not seem so happy to see you.
I told you she'd be frightened by your presence, but she is happy. Aren't you, darling?
Of course I am happy. It is just I am at a loss for words.
There. You see, Captain?
Would not any wife be happy when her husband returns, even if he does forget to kiss her?
Oh, my love, forgive me.
Mama, can I go out and play? Mama is busy here. Oh, a Rusty.
What?
Now run along or he will take you away with him.
This is your child?
Yes.
I asked him.
Yes, it is our child.
I suppose she has a name?
Certainly.
I asked him. What is her name?
Oh,
it's Tati. That's what it is, Tati.
Shut up.
But that is my name. Of course it is, darling. And now if you will excuse us, Captain, my husband and I have a lot to talk about, privately. And thank you so much for driving him home.
It's you.
I owe you an explanation.
No, you do not.
And I owe Cutty my thanks for not giving me away.
Cutty's father taught her not to ask questions in front of strangers. When did my husband die?
A week ago.
I knew he wouldn't be back. This time I knew he wouldn't be back. You must be hungry. May I get you something to eat?
No, please don't bother.
It is never a bother to feed a hungry man.
With her husband dead, there was nothing to keep Margaret in Budapest any longer. And certainly it was no safe place for me. And so Bela Hajos, his wife and daughter, made the long, difficult journey across the frontier to Vienna.
Well, that's quite a story, Mr. Hajos. There's one point that beats me.
What is that, please, sir?
Once you were safely in Vienna, why did you go on impersonating Bela Hajos? Why didn't you tell the authorities the truth?
Because of Cassie, mostly. During that long trip across the border, hiding in the forest, wading through swamps, walking in the cold rain, she clung to me and called me Papa, until it almost seemed as though I really were her Papa. Yes, until it seemed I was really Margaret's husband. I was all they had, you see. They needed me.
Uh-huh. And so you entered the United States as man and wife.
That's right, sir.
But you're not married.
There was no time.
That's another section of the immigration law you've broken, Mr. Hajos. Comes under the heading of moral turpitude.
Here he is, Mama.
Huh?
Here's Papa talking to the man. Do not disturb him now, Cotty. You can see he is busy. Who is the man, Mama?
I thought you said Corte had been trained not to ask questions in front of strangers.
Oh, I told her it would not be necessary in America. I told her in America it was safe to talk to anyone.
What's your name?
Well, you can call me Uncle Sam.
Are you a good uncle?
I try to be. Oh, one last question, Mr. Hajos.
Yes, sir?
How much money do you have with you?
I'm afraid not very much. A few pengar and some Austrian shillings.
No American money?
Oh, no, sir, but I hope to find a job quick.
I'm sure you will. In the meantime, here's $2.
But why?
Take them. You'll need them.
What for?
The marriage license.
Juan Conried starred in Freedom This Way, produced and directed by William N. Robeson, and written by Erno Verabes, Max Colpay, and Mr. Robeson. Heard in the cast were Margie List, Felitza Milo, Norma Jean Nilsson, Charles Radulac, Joe DeSantis, Jack Crucian, and Fritz Feld.
Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, a master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
We try to avoid cliches and platitudes on Suspense. For instance, you will never hear a victim say to a criminal, "You can't get away with it." Or hardly ever. Yet the bad guys hardly ever do get away with it, even when they plan their crimes brilliantly and set their getaways with the most meticulous detail. If the law doesn't catch up to them, more often than not, they catch up with themselves. As Joseph Dunlop
alias Andrew Burt, does in A Good Neighbor, a strange story of retribution starring Mr. Jeff Chandler.
And now, Mr. Jeff Chandler in A Good Neighbor, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
I am a thief. I have stolen $150,000 in diamonds from my employer's firm. Last night, I left New York in a second-hand car, the jewelry in a steel box locked in the trunk. The theft will be discovered this morning. In a few minutes, I'll reach the place where I'll hide on this deserted Maine coast. Then I will take the cut stones out of the settings and put them with the other unmounted stones, and in a few days, I'll leave for Mexico. There, I will sell the stones to an agent I have contacted, and then I will go on to South America. My name now is Andrew Burt. I have identification cards and a passport to prove it. They were very expensive, but I will be very rich, and the police will be looking for a man named Joseph Dunlop who has vanished from New York. It'll be dawn soon. And as the narrow back road winds closer to the sea, I can feel the wind rising against the car. The fog is moving in, and the headlights bounce back from it. But I can't slow down. I have to reach my hideout before dawn. And suddenly I saw an old woman standing in the middle of the road waving a flashlight. I'm almost to the house, almost safe, and now this. What is it? What's wrong?
Oh, I'm so sorry. But have you run into a tree branch or anything along the road?
No, I haven't.
Oh, well, good. Then it must be farther along. Do you mind?
Before I could answer, the woman yanked open the door and popped in beside me.
Could be quite dangerous, you know. Something like that lying on the road. You drive very slowly. I'm sure we'll come to it.
She was a short, skinny little woman. She wore a heavy coat and a thick scarf tied around her head.
I suppose I should introduce myself. I'm Mrs. Poe. I live just over that rise. Oh, well, you can't see it in this fog.
What's all this about a tree branch?
I can't hear you very well. Just a moment and I'll take off my scarf. Always wear it when it's windy. There, now. What did you say?
What about a tree branch?
I'm not so sure it is a tree branch. It's just something large and solid. If a car ran into it, there could be an accident. You drive slowly now. We'll find it.
Well, how do you know it's there if you don't know where it is? I don't think
I must explain. I saw this big thing lying in the road, and I got out of bed and came out to find it. Now, when we move it off the road, I'll go right on back to bed. It's much too early to be up.
When did you see it?
This time I was sound asleep. I woke with a start, and I saw it right before my eyes. Second sight, young man. I have second sight. I see things before they happen. Look!
I could see it through the fog. A large, gnarled tree branch lying across the road. Second sight. I didn't believe her, and yet there it was.
Oh, I am, right? I am. Oh, that's very gratifying. Can you manage it? Drag it off to the ditch. Will my light help?
She turned on a big square flashlight and aimed it at the trees along the road.
See up there? A fresh break on that big elm. Oh, how exciting.
Looking at this strange little woman, I wanted to get back in the car and get away from her and from the wind and fog, but I couldn't. The tree branch was blocking the road. How did she know about it? She could be a local character making a fool out of me, but why on this back road before dawn? I got hold of one end of the limb and dragged it into the ditch.
Now, couldn't a thing like that wreck a car?
Oh, yes, it could.
I'm so glad you came along. I couldn't have managed it alone.
No, I don't suppose you could.
Odd that you should come along. I wondered who it would be. Everything's planned for us, you know. There's no coincidence. Are you driving far? I noticed all those groceries in the back seat of your car.
I could tell her I was going north, but my house was too near, and she was old. She couldn't have walked far. She must live near my house. I had to tell her the truth. I'm just driving on to my house. It's near here.
Where?
Well, I've got a map in the glove compartment. I'm not sure just where.
It's your house, and you don't know where it is.
It was left to me 2 years ago. It's been rented until recently.
At this side of the village, there are only 2 houses. Mine and that old place on the cliff.
Well, that must be my house.
Such a lonely place for a young man to want to live. I knew it was vacant, though. Watched those renters move out last week. And to tell you the truth, I wasn't sorry to see them go. They weren't very friendly folks.
Oh, that's too bad. Mrs. Poe, is it?
Poe. P-O-E. Who are you?
My name's Andrew Burt.
Oh.
But was anything wrong, Mrs. Poe?
Oh, no. Just that I have feelings about people, Mr. Burt. And you... Oh, I mustn't keep you any longer. Your road is just round the bend, and there's a footpath behind us. I go that way. We're neighbors, you and I.
I watched Mrs. Poe start down the road, tying her heavy scarf around her head. Then she was gone, swallowed up by the fog. Around the next bend, I saw the turnoff to my house. My driveway was a narrow, rutted road that wound up a sharp grade to a bluff above. As I drove over the top of the hill, I felt the cold wind from the sea rush against the car. It almost seemed to be pushing, trying to hold me back. The fog was thicker here, and I couldn't see the house. My house. I had visited my great-uncle here once, many years ago, but no one knew about it now. No one except the lawyer in Boston who had traced me, and he had died a year ago. Suddenly, the fog thinned, and I saw my house. It stood square and bleak on the rocky land, 100 yards ahead. A gray, lonely house, weather-beaten and neglected. There were no trees, nothing to break the emptiness of the land. I put my car in the garage and went into the house. Inside, it was plain, almost bare, but clean and weather-tight against the wind. The wind. Did it ever stop? The wind and the fog. I'd be glad when I was finished and could leave this place. There was a note from the tenants telling me the telephone was connected and that my number was ring 2. They added the name of a man to call for ice and coal, but there was cordwood outside, and I had food to last a week. I wouldn't have to call anyone, and it was a cinch no one would call me. I won't answer it. No one knows I'm here. Mrs. Poe. Hello?
Mr. Burt? Mr. Burt?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm home, and so are you. That's nice. Are you comfortable?
Very, thank you.
Well, if you're sure. Now, if anything goes wrong, if you need anyone, you just call me.
I won't need anything, Mrs. Poe.
I hope so, Mr. Burt. But I have a feeling about that house. Well, you're not alone, Mr. Burt. You have a neighbor.
A neighbor. A meddling, eccentric old woman. I had to be careful, not give her anything to gossip about in the village. Mrs. Poe could be a very dangerous nuisance. Well, I won't let her be. I'm a thief, but if necessary, I'm capable of murder. I'm not going to let anyone stop me now. This project's been too successful to be loused up by an old biddy with second sight. I went back to the car and carried the cartons of food into the house. Then I opened the trunk and took out the box. It was quite ordinary looking, the kind of steel box you buy for storing important papers. I locked the garage doors and went into the house, put the box on the kitchen table, and opened it. The diamonds. They caught the light and reflected it 100 times, shining and glinting in that cold, empty room. After 2 years of waiting and planning, I had them. I was rich and free. Free of my dull, respectable job and my dull, respectable employer. Quiet, cautious Mr. Radcliffe. What would he do without me? What would he do without his diamonds? All he could do was tell the police and insurance people about Joseph Dunlop, a man they would never find. I even felt a little sorry for Mr. Radcliffe. He had trusted me so much. And now, well, he had his insurance. He could buy more diamonds. I spent some time getting the place settled. In case anyone should come to the house, it would look like I was planning to stay. Once I went outside to look over my property. The wind was getting stronger, blowing the fog into the dawn, and the smell of the ocean was clean and fresh. I could see Mrs. Poe's house a few hundred yards away on lower ground. She was standing on the porch of her house, and she waved to me. I didn't wave back. I went inside and had some breakfast, then slept for a few hours. At last, I started to work. The unset stones I put in a soft leather bag in my pocket, and then I started breaking up the set pieces. I cut the links off the jewelry and gently pried the stones from their settings. Then I hammered the metal out of shape. I worked slowly, carefully, keeping the bits of gold and platinum in a neat pile on the table and laying the diamonds out in a row. Oh, they were magnificent stones. I had chosen well. It was beginning to get dark when I finished. I looked at my watch, almost 5 o'clock. But one more part of my plan was completed. I gathered up the diamonds and put them in the leather bag with the uncut stones. Then I scraped up the bits of metal and put them in the steel box with my jewelry tools. Now I had to get rid of the box. That woman, that crying old woman. Hello.
Mr. Bird? Mr. Bird?
Yes.
This is your neighbor. This is Mrs. Poe.
Well, what is it, Mrs. Poe?
I'm coming over, Mr. Bird, for a little visit.
No. Well, that is, not now, Mrs. Poe. I was just going to rest for a while. I'm very tired.
Oh, of course. You drove all last night, didn't you? You must have been in a hurry. Is everything all right?
Yes, everything is all right.
Evil comes to him who evil thinketh. I always try to remember that. Goodbye, Mr. Bird.
In a moment, we continue with Suspense. And now, we continue with A Good Neighbor, starring Mr. Jeff Chandler. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
That hateful, meddling Mrs. Poe. No, I can't let her upset me. She doesn't know anything. She's harmless. I must go on with my plan. I had to hide the steel box where it would never be found. Someplace. The sea. I'll throw it into the sea. I put on my coat, picked up the box, and went outside. I looked over toward Mrs. Poe's house. Was she watching me, staring out from the darkened windows? If she wants to know, I'll tell her. I'll tell her I'd decided to go for a walk to make me sleepier. I started across the barren, rutted yard. Then I turned off toward the protection of a shallow draw on the far side of the house. I could follow the draw to the cliff hidden from Miss Poe. It was hard walking across the fields. The wild grass whipped against my legs and tangled my feet. The cold wind rushed against me, making every step more and more difficult, until at last I reached the edge of the cliff and looked down at the sea more than 100 feet below. No, it wouldn't work. Below me were huge rocks, boulders piled high against the foot of the cliff and stretching out to sea. I couldn't drop the box here. It would land on the rocks to be found and reported. I had to hide it somewhere else. But where? I had no tools to bury it. It wouldn't burn. If I hid it in the house, Mrs. Poe or some other busybody might find it after I'd gone. I turned and looked behind me. I could see the top of my house in the distance and the smoke from Mrs. Poe's chimney. Again, I looked down at the rocks below me, and then the earth under my foot gave way. I slipped forward, struggling to throw myself back. I fell. Sliding toward the edge, I clutched, tore at the grass. I grabbed a rock half buried in the ground and just hung there. I was half over the edge of the cliff, lying on my face, clinging desperately to the rock. Then I inched my way forward, away from the edge, crawling carefully forward until I was back on firm ground. I lay there shaking, my face buried in the grass. And slowly I got to my feet. The box. I dropped it. I got down on my hands and knees and crawled toward the edge again. And I saw the box. It was lying in the grass close to where I'd fallen. I reached out and grabbed it, dragged it back to me. I got to my feet and stumbled away toward my house. As I made my way back along the draw, I tried desperately to think of a place to hide the box, hide it where it could never be found. I wanted nothing to connect this house with the man I had been in New York. Then I saw the well. It was off beyond the drawer. I pushed through the grass that was almost waist high, laid aside the steel box, and dropped to my knees beside the well. The top of it was almost even with the ground and covered with wide wooden boards. The few stones that had once been around the top had fallen away. I lifted one of the boards from the top and threw it aside. Then another, and another, and finally the last flat, heavy board was off. The well was about 5 feet across the top, lined with damp, slippery stones. I picked up a rock and held it over the top of the well and dropped it. The well was old, abandoned, and the water at the bottom was deep. A perfect place for the box. For a moment, I knelt there staring at the damp rocks, wondering who had put them there, how long ago. What had Mrs. Poe said? Everything has been planned for us, and the well was here for me to find. I turned and reached for the box. Huh? Mrs. Poe. But where? I can't see her. I got to my feet and stumbled away from the well. I couldn't let her find me here.
Hello, Mr. Bird.
I got to the drawer and started running back to the house, and suddenly I saw Mrs. Poe coming toward me.
Oh, Mr. Bird. Oh, I'm so glad. Are you all right?
Yes.
You seem quite out of breath, and I can't hear you in this wind.
Mrs. Poe took off her scarf, and we started back to the house. I heard you calling. I thought something was wrong.
You shouldn't be out, Mr. Bird. It's almost dark.
I went for a walk to the cliff to make me sleepy.
Oh, Mr. Bird. Oh, I knew there was a danger. I tried to telephone you, and when you didn't answer, I was worried. That cliff isn't safe. Oh, I should have warned you. It's always falling away. Mr. Bird, you're covered with dirt. You fell.
I fell, Mrs. Poe.
The air's full of danger, full of implications.
If you'll excuse me, Mrs. Poe, I'm going inside now.
Of course. You've had a shock.
Good evening, Mrs. Poe.
May I please come in just for a moment? I must talk with you, Mr. Bird.
Mrs. Poe, I realize you feel alarmed.
No, something else. Just for a moment, and it's so important.
I went across the porch and held the door open for her. She went into the hall. Suddenly, she stopped and turned to me.
This house. Something. Mr. Bird, I want you to get out of this house. Go to the village or come to my place. But leave here. Forces are at work, Mr. Bird. It's not safe.
I understand your belief in premonitions, Mrs. Poe, but I don't agree with you.
You must, and there's a storm coming. Leave before the storm, Mr. Bird.
Why do you want me out of this house, Mrs. Poe? What is it you want here?
Oh, if I could only see the danger. Oh, I've tried, but I can't see it. Wrong. The vibrations are all wrong today. Get out, Mr. Bird. You'll have no other chance.
I watched her from the window as she started towards her house, leaning against the wind, tying that heavy woolen scarf tight under her chin. Had she seen me at the well? Or had she seen me leave and then come over and searched my house? Mrs. Poe was interfering with my plans. Why? She couldn't know about the jewelry. She knew about the tree limb and the road. What was she after, hounding me, watching every move I made? Whatever her game is, she won't interfere with my plans. I can put a stop to Mrs. Poe as soon as I've gone back to the well and disposed of the box. I'd left it behind at the well. What if she finds it? No, not on a night like this. Her rude home is nowhere near the well, and with a storm coming, she won't be out again in this weather. I should go back now. The wind, it never stops, and it's pitch dark outside. I can wait until morning. I fixed some dinner and ate quickly. After dinner, I lighted the living room fire and sat listening to the storm outside. I touched the pocket of my jacket, felt the leather bag full of the diamonds I'd stolen. I was warm and safe in my house. The storm grew wilder and wilder. The rain struck the house heavily, hammered against the windows and walls. I built up the fire and sat close to it. Somewhere a screen door slammed back and forth in the wind. But I wouldn't leave the bright, warm fire to fix it. Oh. Mrs. Poe. I won't answer. Let her think the lines are down. No, she'd ask the operator, and the operator would know the lines are working. Why won't she leave me alone? Yes, Mrs. Poe.
Mr. Bird, I'm almost frantic. I'm coming over there.
No.
I'll be quite all right. I have my flashlight.
What do you want, Mrs. Poe? What are you after, spying on me?
Your field. I saw your field.
Huh?
It came to me at last. Something is wrong. Someone is lost in the field.
Stay away from here. Do you hear me?
I'm leaving at once. Don't worry. I have my flashlight. Someone needs my help.
I'll stop her. She won't go into the field. The box is there, and I can't let her find it. She must know. She must realize it's there. She watched me this afternoon, and this is her ghastly way of telling me she knows. I'll stop her. That heavy scarf she always wears, always knotted tightly under her chin. They'll think when they find her that poor old Mrs. Poe had fallen in the dark and her own scarf choked her to death. Oh, no, Mrs. Poe, you won't spoil my plans. I went outside and started across the yard. In the distance, I could see the beam of Mrs. Poe's flashlight. She must be running. Along a path I hadn't seen, a path that cut me off from the place where I'd left the box. I ran, too. Stumbling and sliding, I ran to the drawer and started along it toward the box. The rain and wind were driving into my face, almost blinding me. But I had to find the box. I had to. I didn't want to kill Mrs. Poe. If I could get there before she did. I was almost there. I could see the beam of Mrs. Poe's flashlight growing larger, coming at me. I turned away from the light, dashed forward into the tall wild grass. I remembered just where the box was hidden, off to the left of the boards I had lifted off the well! I tripped, I fell! I'm falling into the well! I clutched at the wet stones. At last, I broke my fall. I dared not move. The fingers held desperately to the wet, slippery stones. My legs were doubled behind me, pressed against the far side of the well as though I were kneeling in midair. Then I heard a splash. I knew it was the bag of diamonds that had dropped from my jacket pocket. It didn't matter now. All that mattered now was getting out of the well. Surely Mrs. Poe would find me soon. Soon, before my fingers lost their grip. Where was she? I moved my head carefully, slowly. Looked over my shoulder at the top of the well. It was about 5 feet above me. Mrs. Poe will see me. She'll hear me if I yell. Wait until her flashlight shines up there. Until she's close enough to hear. There it is. I see her light. She's coming toward the well. The light's going brighter. A few more feet. Stopping. What is she waiting for? Hurry, I'm slipping. The light's moving away. I know. She set the flashlight on the ground. Yes, I see her shadow across the beam. She's coming toward the edge now. Mrs. Poe! Mrs. Poe! My hands are slipping. I can't hold on to the rocks. Mrs. Poe! Why doesn't she hear? What? The light. There's something moving across the light. There's something at the edge of the well. A board. She's found the boards. She's covering the well. No! Mrs. Poe! Oh, why can't she hear me? Scarf. That scarf around her head, around her ears, shutting out the wind. She can't hear. She'll never hear me. And my hands are slipping.
Please hear me! Mrs. Poe! Mrs. Poe!
There. Oh, I just knew there was danger out here tonight. That nice Mr. Burt. Why, he might have tripped over those boards and had a nasty fall.
Suspense, in which Mr. Jeff Chandler starred in William N. Robeson's production of A Good Neighbor, a first radio play by David Reel. Mr. Chandler was supported by Virginia Gregg as Mrs. Poe. Listen. Listen again next week when we return with another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense. Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
Suspense is proud to present for the first time to an American radio audience an actress well known to the listeners of the British and Canadian broadcasting corporations. Miss Joy LaFleur has twice been named the best actress of the year by the Radio Critics of Canada and has been invited this summer to play Hamlet's mother, Queen Gertrude, in the Shakespearean Festival at Stratford, Ontario. In the tale of suspense you are about to hear, she plays a quite different role. Emily, the tragically disturbed wife, uncertain from moment to moment whether her husband loves her more than life itself or is planning her imminent murder. Listen, then, as Joy LaFleur stars in Celebration, which begins in exactly 1 minute.
Fellas, and you gals, too, have you ever thought about brushing up on some of those high school subjects you found kind of tough? Or maybe studying for a university diploma? Being in the service, you have a chance to enter the largest classroom in the world and join millions of other American service personnel stationed in almost every corner of the globe. Men and women who have taken elementary, high school, or college courses, university extension courses, as well as business and technical vocational training. Where is this fabulous classroom located? Wherever you are. That's right. There isn't a camp, installation, or ship which can't be reached by the services of USAFI, the United States Armed Forces Institute. Whether you're interested in a correspondence course, a self-teaching course which doesn't require the submission of lessons, or if you'd like to study with a group, USAFI can offer you what you want. For a uniform education, study with USAFI.
And now, Miss Joy LaFleur in Celebration, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Todd was coming for me. Oh, as I packed my suitcase, I looked out of the windows and I could see the flower gardens and the green lawns, and some of the girls were playing badminton and some were in the pool, and Todd was coming for me. And I had a surprise for him. Now, let me see, where's my pink sweater? Bottom drawer? Oh, it was here, I think. Well, where's the white one? Oh, dear. I couldn't seem to find anything. Oh, but I didn't care. Todd was coming for me. And I knew what he'd say. He'd say, "Oh, Emily, Emily, how I've missed you." Mm. He'd hold me so hard and he'd kiss me and kiss me. He'd kiss me all over. Oh, darling. And then I'd tell him about the surprise. I'd say, "Who's there? Who's there?"
Mrs. Ward?
Yes?
It's Mrs. Halleck.
Oh, one moment, Mrs. Halleck. I didn't want her to see my suitcase, so I pushed it under the bed. Come in, Mrs. Halleck.
Your husband just phoned, Mrs. Ward. He'll be here soon.
Oh, Todd's such a darling. Thank you, Mrs. Halleck. You've been so kind to me.
Well, I try to be. To all the ladies.
Now, I just have to put on my perfume. It's Passionate Night. Do you like it?
Very nice. Careful you don't spill it.
Oh, dear. Now, one drop behind each ear for those who pass, one on each wrist for those who linger, and one on the nape of the neck for those one never sees, and one on the forehead for a blessing. Oh, a blessing for Todd. Oh, dear, I dropped it. I just can't seem to hold things.
Well, it didn't break. Here, I'll wipe it up.
Thank you, Mrs. Halleck. Oh, how do you like the way I'm doing my hair?
Oh, very nice.
Shall I take it down and do it over again?
Oh, no.
Oh, just look at me. I used to fill this dress out, and now I look like a scarecrow in it. Don't I?
You look just lovely. Now, you have everything? Hat, gloves, purse?
Oh, of course.
Well, you remember last time you went for a drive?
Last time? When did I?
Oh, well, never mind. Now, let's sort these things on the bed. Oh, I didn't see your suitcase.
Oh, that? Well, I was just putting some things away, and
Were you planning to be away longer than for a drive and dinner?
Well, I thought I wouldn't come back tonight. Oh, I'll be coming back here to the club often. I love my friends here. Mika, that girl that writes the plays, and Sadie, that newspaper woman. Oh, she's so witty. It's so stimulating being here with all these famous women. Oh, I just wouldn't think of not coming back.
Well, a change might be the thing for you now, dear.
But that's what I thought.
You see, we're not equipped to give you all the attention you should have.
Oh, attention?
Did you want to put this bunch of letters in your suitcase, too?
Give them to me. They're Todd's letters. I couldn't leave them. Oh, Todd simply adores me, Mrs. Halleck.
I'm sure he does.
Look, just listen to this and you'll see.
Oh, you need...
No, here it is. Darling, you are my happiness. I can't live without you. You're as necessary as the air I breathe. Todd's a poet, really. When I looked up, she was gone. She'd left while I was reading. I knew what she'd do. She'd tell Todd I dropped that perfume.
I think you should understand, Mr. Ward.
I could hear her talking to someone downstairs in the lobby. I recognized Todd's voice. What were they talking about? I slipped out of my room, down the corridor to the head of the stairs, and I listened.
She would be better off in a place where she could get personal attention.
Why, that woman, that two-faced... I hurried back to my room, and I closed the door. And a moment later, she came in and told me Todd was waiting downstairs. I didn't say a word. She helped me get ready and closed my suitcase and carried it down for me. And then there was Todd smiling and his arms outstretched.
Oh, darling.
Oh, Todd.
Emily. Oh, Emily, how I've missed you. How I've wanted to kiss you and hold you in my arms like this.
Oh, no, not here, dear. Let's go where we can be alone.
All right. You know, today's an important day, darling. Our 8th wedding anniversary.
Why, Todd, we were married only 6 weeks ago. I never can remember dates.
Never mind. We're going to celebrate.
Oh, darling.
Really celebrate this anniversary. We're going to all the places we used to go. The lake, that little Italian restaurant we used to like so well.
Todd, I've got a surprise for you.
Save it, dear. Till we get into the car.
No, but it's...
Tell me on the way to the lake. Smell those pines.
Love them. Todd, didn't you wonder why I brought a suitcase?
Oh, yes, I did, but...
Well, that's because of the surprise.
Oh, yes.
I'm not going back to the club, Todd. I'm coming home with you.
It's a beautiful surprise.
And I'm going to make chintz drapes for the living room like the club has and do the bathroom all over with a full-length mirror and everything, and I want a really smart kitchen. Lots of color like they're doing now. Oh, of course, it'll take lots of work, but I don't care.
It's a nice idea.
And then there's our room. I want to do it over completely, make it modern and smart and sexy.
Let's celebrate first. It's a wonderful day. Let's make the most of it, shall we?
Todd sounded gay, but his face was sad. He stared straight ahead, and we drove miles and miles without talking. And then at last we turned in at the lake and parked near the beach. Oh, isn't it awfully quiet?
You sound frightened, dear. Remember, I'm with you. I'll always be with you. You know, Emily, we could live a whole lifetime and never find anything better than we have right here. A soft wind, a bright day, and you and I together alone. Mm-hmm. This we will have forever.
Alone? Forever?
Now, I'll get some blankets out of the back. I have to take good care of you, you know.
I sat there while he went around to the back, and I was alone again. I was always alone. Did Todd bring me out here to leave me? Oh, no, Emily. Oh, put up a brave front. Now powder your face and fix your lips. I opened my purse and groped around for my lipstick. Oh, dear, it wanted to spill like that. Reached on to pick up my things, the lipstick and the compact, and my hand touched something under the seat, a little box. I picked it up, and it was heavy. I read the words on the label, 38 caliber, soft-nosed cartridges, bullets. I looked down at the box in my hand, and it was only half full. My hands shook, and my heart pounded. I could hear Todd rummaging around in the back, and I put the cover back on the box. And then there he was at the side of the car.
All set. I've got the blankets.
I couldn't say anything.
You all right?
Yes?
Well, come on then, darling. Let's go get out on that beach.
I held the box under my purse as I got out.
Here, let me help you.
I'm all right. You lead the way.
Okay.
The box of bullets in my hand terrified me, and I followed Todd 3 or 4 steps, and then I let the box slip out of my hand, down in the leaves and the gravel.
Oh, here we are. I'll spread the blankets. Now, come on, darling. Let's curl up and take it easy.
Thank you.
Look at that lake, will you?
Todd, what were you going to do with those bullets in the car?
Bullets? What bullets?
That box of bullets I found in the car.
I don't know anything about any bullets. That imagination of yours.
But I saw them. I held them in my hands. That box was about half full.
Come here, darling. Close to me. Here.
Todd, I'm sure
darling,
I saw...
Please. Do you feel all right?
I don't know. I ache all over.
Head feel tight again.
Terribly.
Here. You put your head on my shoulder. That's it. There. I'll rub away the pain. That's it.
Oh, you're hitting me. Oh!
Hey, anything the matter?
Where'd you come from?
Well, I was just passing. Heard the lady.
She's all right, just a headache.
Oh. Thought she wasn't feeling well. The way she looks.
She's all right.
Lonely place out here to get sick. Well, excuse me for bothering you.
Where did he come from?
I thought we were alone here.
Alone?
Alone. Together, Emily. I will always be with you. Without you, it would be unbearable. It would be impossible.
But...
That's the one fact in all this.
Oh, if I was sure. I have to be sure, Todd. Oh, those nightmares I have, they're horrible.
Forget them. Now put your hands in mine. There. There, that's real, isn't it?
I get so scared. I hardly sleep at all. It shows, doesn't it?
Oh, of course not, darling. Why, when you came down the stairs today, you were radiant.
Was I? Was I really?
You were beautiful.
Why is it? Why am I like that sometimes, and then sometimes...
You're tired, Emily, tired.
Yes. Relax, Mrs. Ward. You must relax, Mrs. Ward. That's all I ever hear at the club.
You'll hear it here, too. Only with a difference. Relax, Mrs. Ward. In my arms.
Oh, Todd. Oh, you do want me.
Emily. Emily. In all the world, there could never be another woman like you. Never.
Todd, I dream of this. I live for it.
Yes. Emily, listen to me.
No, Todd, please.
Darling, it isn't good for you.
I don't care.
But the doctor said...
What doctor?
You know, when you went to see the doctor.
But that was ages ago. You all talk behind my back, so I can't hear what you say. You and Mrs. Hallett.
I just asked her how you were. You must believe I love you, Emily.
Oh, I do. I do.
Oh, darling.
Oh, I'm so happy, darling.
So am I. Look. Over there's where we built the sand castle, remember?
And the wave melted it. Oh, it was pretty while it lasted. All the shells. Oh, Todd, that was the day when I was caught in the undertow.
But I rescued
But
you.
not until I called and you didn't hear, and I was sinking down deep and everything was black and I
But
was
you've
all
forgotten
alone.
how it was. I was asleep on the raft, but I heard you. I called to you. Why, I was there in less
No,
than
I
a minute.
dream about it. I'm sinking down in the black and you're not there. Emily. How could you leave me?
I'll be with you always, Emily, always.
Oh, let's get away from here, Todd. I don't like the lake anymore. It's so bare and so alone.
Emily, it's a perfect place.
No, let's go into town. Let's go to that Italian place, Giorgio's. You said we'd go to all the places and celebrate, and there'll be lots of people around.
People?
And, yes, it'll be fun, and we can have dinner at Giorgio's.
It'll be crowded, Emily. No.
What's that, man?
Did you lose this?
What?
This box of bullets.
Bullets?
Yeah. Found them in the sand just a few steps from your car. But maybe you dropped them.
Yes, I dropped them. Those are the bullets I found in the car, Todd. The very same ones. Is the box half full?
Yeah, about half full. 38 caliber soft-nosed cartridge, it says on the box.
Well, I'll bet I know. I let Ernie take the
Ernie?
car. Yes. He's gone in for target practice.
Ernie? Who's he?
Why, he's...
Maybe he got them for you.
Yeah, I figured they were yours. Looked like they'd just been dropped beside your car up there.
Well, thanks. Come on, Emily. If dinner at Giorgio's will make you happy, then it's dinner at Giorgio's. Well, how do you like that?
What?
That sign, Giorgio's, under new management. Probably isn't as good as it used to be.
All right, just pull right in, sir, and park over there.
What became of Giorgio?
Oh, he's sold out. Just park over there.
If it's under new management, Emily, chances are it's not as good as it was before.
You're blocking the driveway. Pull in, will you?
Yes, at least you can go in and look, Todd. He parked the car and went into the restaurant. I was alone again. Alone again. Relax, Emily, relax. Oh, but why was Todd always gone? If he didn't come out in a minute, I'd go in after him, but... Oh, he would come out, and then we'd go in and have dinner. I'd make up my face and be all ready for him. My hands shook, and I couldn't get my lipstick on straight. It smeared. What I needed was a cigarette. I opened the glove compartment. Map, flashlight, gloves. Oh, no cigarettes. But there was an envelope. I pulled it out. It was addressed to Todd at his office, Mark Pearson. I unfolded the letter. Dear Mr. Ward, Dr. Kernitz today confirmed what we have felt for some time concerning Mrs. Ward. Her condition is becoming progressively worse. Since we are not equipped here at the rest home to provide care for manic depressive patients, we should appreciate your making other arrangements for her at your earliest possible convenience. Sincerely, Bertha Hallett.
In a moment, we continue with Suspense.
If you fellas and gals in the service will bear with me for a minute, I'd like to put in a pitch for the United States Armed Forces Institute, better known as USAFI. Here's an educational setup that reaches every corner of the globe. So, no matter where you're stationed or what you'd like to study, USAFI is your baby. Not only can you take a variety of courses by correspondence, by teaching yourself without submitting lessons, or by group study, but you're also given what we call final exams for both military and civilian credit. You receive the results, too, no matter which branch you're in. If your grades are satisfactory, they can help you get the rate you're entitled to in the services, or the job you'd like to take when you return to civilian life. They can also help you enter the college or university of your choice. If your grades are not what they should be, you're given the chance by USAFI to be retested for a better grade. Thousands of service personnel have taken advantage of USAFI's service and have benefited by it. Why don't you? For a uniform education, study with USAFI.
And now, we continue with Celebration, starring Miss Joy LaFleur. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
That dreadful Mrs. Halleck making up stories about me. Writing Todd and telling him I'm a manic depressive. Well, if she'd go that far, what hasn't she told the others at the club? All my friends. Friends until she started her lying stories. But here comes Todd out of Georgia's. I mustn't let on I know about the letter. I jammed it back in the glove compartment and slammed the door.
Honey, this place looks terrible.
Why don't you want to take me here, Todd? You promised.
It isn't that, darling. It just isn't the same. It's run down and dirty. It wouldn't be any fun for you. I know. We'll drive out into the country, find a quiet spot.
No, Todd, please. No, let's drive into town. We can have dinner at the hotel, and there'll be music, and we can dance.
You know excitement isn't good for you.
Please, Todd. Please take me.
Anything the matter here?
No. My wife doesn't feel well.
Oh, anything I can do?
No, everything's all right, thanks.
Let's drive into the hotel, Todd.
Here. Let's drink to us, dear.
To us? Oh, Todd, do you really mean it?
More than anything else in the world. Now, what would you like to eat?
What's on the menu?
Oh, lots of good things. Roast beef, southern fried chicken, lobster thermidor. Waiter.
Yes, sir.
We'll order now.
Yes, sir.
What would you like, darling?
I'll have the southern fried chicken.
Good.
Oh, sorry. I'm afraid the chicken is all gone.
Oh, and that's the one thing I want. Southern fried chicken and everything that goes with it.
I'm sorry.
Would you try? Maybe there's just one order left. Please.
I'll see what I can do. You, sir?
Lobster thermidor.
Yes, sir.
Todd, they're playing a rumba.
Would you like to dance?
Oh, yes, let's.
Come on. The way your face lights up, darling.
Being in your arms again. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Todd, I've forgotten how to dance.
Just relax. Follow me. Oh, excuse us, please. Pardon me.
The music is right. And why is everybody bumping into us?
Maybe we'd better go back to our table.
Yes, let's. I hate dancing. Where's my purse?
Oh, on this chair. And bulging full. What have you got in there?
Your letters.
Oh, no.
I read them over and over. Look, you wrote me this one from Omaha. Darling, you are my happiness. I can't live without you.
Emily.
You are as necessary as the air I breathe.
Emily, people are listening.
You are home to me.
Emily, give me
The
those
home.
letters.
No.
I don't want you to read them.
You can't have them. They're mine. You wrote them to me.
Quiet.
I'll put them back in your coat. Don't you mean what you said?
Of course I do. Oh, look. Here's the waiter with our food.
May I serve you, madame?
What's that?
Fried chicken.
Todd, you know I never eat anything fried.
But the lady insisted, sir. Southern fried chicken and everything that goes with it.
Yes, I know. Well, take it away, will you please? I'll pay for it.
Yes, sir.
Well, maybe this once won't hurt.
Very good. The lobster, sir.
Not very appetizing chicken.
Looks good to me. Taste it.
What are all these people making so much noise about? Don't take me home. I'm not hungry. I want to go home.
Please, will you try to understand? We sublet our house 3 months ago when you went to...
When I what?
Darling, we have no house.
It's our house. Take me home. Oh, please, darling, please.
Please, dear, you must realize we no longer have a house.
Todd was talking, but I couldn't seem to hear what he was saying. My ears were ringing and my head was tightening until I could scream. And inside I was all stirred up. Why was everyone making so much noise? The music rasping and lights dazzling everywhere I
And
looked.
the best thing we can do is to get out of here. Come on, darling. Where are the car keys?
Todd, are you taking me home?
We're going where we can be together, always. Where it's quiet and peaceful.
Where?
To the place up in the hills. Where we used to park before we were married.
No, Todd. I want to go home.
Isn't this our 8th wedding anniversary? Aren't we celebrating? Emily, we'll see the starlight through the trees and listen to the crickets. 2 lovers alone in the dark. Where are those keys?
Maybe they're in your top coat in the back seat. I'll reach over and see.
No. They're not there.
Makes your coat so heavy. Oh, something dropped out of it. A revolver.
Leave it there.
What do you want with a gun?
Here are the keys.
Todd, were those bullets for that gun?
You've got to trust me, Emily.
Oh, I do, Todd. I want to. But I found those bullets and then that letter from Mrs. Halleck.
What letter?
Oh, that double face. Pretending to be nice to me and then writing like that to you, and you pretend.
Emily, try not to get so excited.
And those bullets. You said they were Ernie's. Who's Ernie?
Ernie's a fellow I met. You have to remember, Emily. You've been gone a long time, a long
And is the
time.
gun Ernie's, too?
Yeah. Half an hour ago. I told you I loved you. Remember?
Yes, I know you did, but...
Well, I do. I love you more than anything in the world.
Why are you slowing down?
This is the turn-off to our special parking place. You used to call it our paradise, remember? Well, now we're coming back to it again. Getting away from the whole world, from everyone, everything. To be alone together.
Oh, Todd, I'm so tired. Take me home, please.
Let go, dear. Don't grab my arm.
Take me back to the club. Any place. Just drop me off.
Keep your hands off the wheel, Emily.
You're going to kill me, aren't you?
Don't think of it that way. You must.
You are, aren't you?
You're not well, Emily. You're never going to get well.
Oh, yes, I will, Todd. Yes, I will. I'm going to get well. I'll get over being nervous. I'll be a real wife to you, a real wife. I'll be everything you want me to be.
I can't live without you, Emily.
But you said we'd always be together.
Oh, we will. And this is the way, Emily, together.
No, Todd!
Let go of the wheel, darling.
Got it all down, Sergeant?
Yes, sir. Every word of it.
Now, Mrs. Ward, do you remember anything else?
No. We just went out to celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
Please let me see Todd now.
Mrs. Ward, your husband is gone.
Gone? Where did he go?
Your husband is dead.
Dead? He told you to say that. He doesn't want me.
Watch her now, Sergeant.
He can't leave me. He can't. Todd, you said we'd always be together. You said I was your life, the air you breathe. Come back, Todd. You can't leave me alone. Todd!
Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
Give me a hand here. Tighten up those straps.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's the state hospital for her.
She certainly is strong, considering.
Yes. She'll probably live a long, long time.
Suspense, in which Miss Joy LaFleur starred in William N. Robeson's production of Celebration by Phyllis Parker and Arnold Marquis. Listen. Listen again next week when we bring you another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense. Supporting Miss LaFleur in Celebration were Irene Tedrow, Shepard Menken, Joe DeSantis, and Jack Moyles.
Suspense has come to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
Suspense.